Hello, everybody! And welcome to... I'm alright. The Diaries. It is November 15th, I think. Yeah, that's close enough to it. November 15th, let's have a look. It's November 16th, just like I said, November 16th. And, we're getting close, very close, very close to get Thanksgiving and Christmas time. Well, we have an issue. I don't plan to put up, of course, my Christmas decoration like I do every year. But the Adventureland Porch right now is in a state of embouchure. And I'm sure it's not looking good. So I've got to kind of fix it. Now I don't have that much that I can do as far as putting up the Christmas stuff yet, because there's a few things I want to get. And also the fact that it's November 16th. So it's still a little early, even for me. It's a little early to put up things. Now that's not to say that I have not been listening to Christmas music or watching Christmas movies on the television. Because I have. I have a lot. Because the last few weeks have been kind of a bummer. And I'll tell you why. I don't know. Just sometimes you feel like, and it's been that way for a couple of, well, I wouldn't say for 2 weeks, really, probably the last week or so. It's been kind of a bummer. It's been a downer. And I think it's because I'm not doing enough. Now see, when I do the videos, I try to do things, but if you notice, alright, first of all, if you notice, the last episode was pretty good. I'm going to admit, I'm going to say, it was pretty good. It had some more stuff in it. It reminded me of the early days of Darkslade Diaries. But prior to that, they've all been just a lot of me staring at the camera talking to you. Not a lot going on. And I watched some of those, and I'm thinking, you know, I realize I'm getting older. But I ain't that old, you know. The expression, I'm not as young as I used to be, but I'm certainly not as old as I'm going to be. So I probably should get myself to get more back into the way things used to be. Doing stuff and showing it to you and sharing it with you, my friends. My 115 subscribers, I remember when I only had 30. Now, this page, this site, this thing, this what, this dude, the channel, I knew I'd find it if I looked long enough. This channel's been around for 4 years, approximately. And I only have 115 subscribers. Well, what does that mean to me? It means I have 115 people who like to do the same stuff that I'm doing and like to watch it and are willing to share it with me, and that's fine. If someday I have 175,247,624 people, that would be amazing. That would be unlikely, but it would be amazing. But I have 115 subscribers right now. I'd like to have more. If you're not a subscriber, subscribe. It costs nothing. I don't charge. There's no Patreon page. There's no commercials. Never see a commercial on my channel. No siree, sir, because I hate those things. So they don't show up on my channel. Although probably you would like them to, because then it would be a break from me yammering at you on the screen. But that's the way it is. So go ahead and subscribe, and we're going to start doing some stuff again. I got to get back into feeling the way I used to back in the day when we first started this, and we used to go on road trips. Of course, this year road trips were not going to happen, but you know, and do all kinds of fun stuff. So with that in mind, I'm not going to put forth what's going on this episode because I may change my mind. Oh, where I was going though, boy, talk about digressing. Boy, what I was talking about and where it went just went way over here. The Adventureland Porch, because we have Christmas time coming up. I have a plant in front of my window here. Now, I told the guys, we have gardeners here. They were big time here at Darkslade Manor. We have our own gardeners. They come in, and some of them even, show up the next day. Anyway, I have a plant in front of my Adventureland porch, which is getting kind of out of control. Now, I asked them a couple of months ago. They were cutting the things down to the nub. There was like nothing. It was like a couple of sticks sticking out of the ground. And I asked them if they could just kind of form this one a little better. Don't cut it down quite so short, because I like to use it. It helps with the porch, and it looks green. We don't have a lot of shade. I just like to have the plants. I said, sure, we'll take care of it. Don't worry about it. We'll be calmer about it. Well, calmer is one thing. They haven't touched the damn thing the entire time, and it looks like my hair in the morning. It's just going paina everywhere. So I am actually going to go to one of our hardware stores and get some clippers, because I used scissors on them before and they don't cut too well. And I'm going to trim that thing down. So I got that to do. We had I told you about the storm not too long ago, or the wind, heavy wind, just before Halloween. Blew everything over, so everything's still kind of like this. Everything is kind of in an angle. So I need to take care of that too. And I got to introduce you to Maximilian, and I have to get him ready for Christmas also, as well as Boris. And you all know Boris the gargoyle over the front door of Darkslade Manor, keeps an eye on things. Well, I got to get him ready for Christmas, and Maximilian is also guardian of the front of Darkslade Manor. And if you watched the last episode, the Halloween episode, you saw him for a second. But I'll introduce you a little bit closer. It's always good to be introduced to a thing. And that's what's going to happen this episode. So, without any further ado, let's get going. Okay, I'm going to introduce you now to Maximilian. He is right here. This is Maxie. He's was basically a Halloween prop I found at a what's the name of that store? Home something or other. At Home. And it was one of those things like, oh yeah, he would be perfect in the front along with Boris up there. But they wanted too much for it. So I waited till Halloween, and it was half price. And I said, let's go, Max, come home with me. So his name is Maximilian, but I got him for half price, so it's actually max 500,000. I got the junkish mail, yes! It's been a long time since I got junk mail. And unfortunately, this is from somebody, something, somewhere that I've gotten before. But I wanted to point this one out anyway. First of all, you remember there was one time I mentioned the fact that this one company put a 2020 in the corner, so it looked like a census, I'm throwing my hair around, a census envelope. Well, here we go. Looks like a census envelope. And remember also that I got one that looked like it had a check in it that said, to the order of, but not pay to the order of. Well, we've got that on here too. Now the one thing that's on here that wasn't on the others, and I know that this is one of the ones that I got before, is they had to put the name of what this was all about under there. They didn't do that before. I think they thought they were going to get away with something, but they can't. And it says line of credit processing department. So, you know this is the mail of junk. And it also has the personal and confidential thing on it, and open by addressee only. So they covered all the bases. And I guess they were hoping that nobody would have to look up here and see the fact that it was from the credit processing company. I also happen to know that these perforated envelopes that tear open on the end, they're not cheap. So it seems that this company will spare no expense in trying to get me to become a credit customer. What is it this time? Last time it was some strange amount, like $8,947.38 or something like that. This one, oh, getting bigger. My credit must be improving, but I wouldn't really know because I don't look that close. $17,979. Yeah. And I'm sure it's confirmed because it's always confirmed. Let's see. Current new. Blah, blah, blah. Hoity, hoity. Oh, it's a credit consolidation. So they wouldn't even send me a check in real life. So that was kind of like. It's November the 18th. It's Wednesday night. We're getting close to Thanksgiving. Very close. But I'm pretty excited right now because of tomorrow. What's tomorrow? Tomorrow's Thursday. Big deal. Well, the thing is this one. As many of you know, I do not have television. I do not have network television. I got rid of it about 8 or 10 years ago, and I haven't really missed it. With the exception of football and baseball. Now, it's not that I'm a huge sports fan and that's all I listen to, because obviously that's not the case. But I spent many years of my existence here in Arizona when I moved here in front of the television. And I put on stuff that's just pointless and stupid, and after a while, I discovered I wasn't really doing anything. I was sitting around watching TV. Once in a while I'd do something, but the TV was on. And I got to a point where I realized how much time I was wasting. And I also saw how people were getting way too involved with television shows. I mean, if people back in the day, back in the 60s, had been as vehement about the Addams Family as people today were about Game of Thrones, that really would have been something. There would be a big line to the nut farm because people taking it so dad blasted seriously. Back then, you put on TV to get away from reality. Nowadays, you twist your reality so it fits in for your TV. But I digress. The reason I'm excited is because tomorrow, now what I do have is Amazon Prime, Netflix, and Disney Plus. And the only reason I have them is because my daughter, who you've all met, got them for herself and put me on her account so I can use those services. Tomorrow, the Cardinals, our team, our football team, is playing against Seattle Seahawks. It's going to be on Amazon Prime, which means for the first time in about 10 years, I get to watch a football game in my home because I don't work that day, I don't work that night. I get to watch a football. I am excited. Now, this may seem like small potatoes to you, but to some people like me, where we don't get the opportunity to see things like our favorite TV shows or our favorite, sports events, because we don't have TV and we don't want it because we don't want to get back into that habit, this is a big deal. The only times I see football games or baseball games is when I'm at work, because we have them on, at the bowling center. We have them on. We have them on all over the place. So I can walk up and watch for a while, and everybody does. They will go up and, let's watch that play. That last game with the Buffalo Bills and the Cardinals, I watched that sucker. That was so exciting. I got to see almost the whole thing from where I was working. It was great. But tomorrow, I get to watch it from home, from my comfort at home. So this is what I'm doing. This is my plan. This is almost like a holiday thing for me. Matter of fact, it actually kind of sort of is. Tomorrow I'm going to get up in the morning and procrastinate till about noon. Then I'm going to come in here in the front room, pick up some stuff. I got stuff laying around here I got to clean up anyway. So I'm going to clean up a bit. No, actually, I'm going to clean up quite a bit around here. Should take me about, 45 minutes, hour or so. Make sure my dishes are done. And I went out and I bought a huge bag of chicken wings. I'm going to make some chicken wings, my Cajun baked chicken wings, and some good old French fries, except they're going to be French bakes because I try not to fry stuff. And I'm going to sit back with that and a nice frosty drink, probably caffeine-free Diet Coke, and I'm going to watch me a football game. And it's going to be a real exciting thing for me. Now, there's two reasons I brought this up. One, I've already explained, because it's very exciting for me. But two, is, you know, a lot of people in the world don't really understand what makes a person happy. Is it money? Is it fame? Is it having lots of women or lots of men, you know, whichever you deal with? Little things that make us happy are more important than the big things that make us guffaw. And this to me is a big deal. And to everyone else it would seem like such a little thing. So you can watch a football game at home, big deal. It is. It's important to me. It makes me happy. And when I make myself happy, I realize the little things that I do for other people probably makes them happy too. You all have gone out with me when we've gone to the dollar store and bought $15, $20 worth of dollar toys and put them in the box for other kids. Feels good. It's a little thing. Feels good. Doing things for others always feels good. The opportunity to do something for yourself, even as small as watching a football game at home, makes you feel good. It prepares me. And I feel excited because the holidays are coming. Matter of fact, the holidays are here for all intents and purposes. And this is how I'm going to start my holiday off. And it's thrilling. So, that's one of the reasons I brought it up. Little things, guys. Little things that make you happy. It's so much easier to take care of those little things that make you happy than trying to do all those big things that you can't do. Like I can't go to Disneyland. Why? Because the park's not open! But if I did that, that would obviously make me super happy. But this is almost on that same level because it's something I can't normally do. So I'm very excited. Alright, what's going on back here behind me is a pregame show. Now, why would I be interested in showing the pregame show in this video? Because of something I said a long time ago about pregame shows. And this is what it is here. The game tonight starts at 6:20. The pregame show is on right now. It is 2:45. 2:45.
Let's talk about those turnovers.
4 hours in front of the football game, and the pregame show is on. They're going to run out of things. They've already run out of things to say. I've heard them say the same thing about 5 times now. It's just and re-showing that one great, catch at the end of the game against the Buffalo Bills the other day. But yeah, 2:45 pregame show. Game's at 6:20. Guys, if you have nothing else to show, then just don't show anything for a while. How about that? I am ready for my football game. I've got a miniature that I'm working on. Put to the side right now. I got my wings and I got my fries. I got my soda. I got my paper towel because I got the wings and I got fries. And the game starts in about 10 minutes. So I'm ready to go. And I'm going to love every second of it. Yeah. Well, it's...
Don't forget, you're not assisting him. You hired him.
Yeah.
You have nowhere to sit.
What is it? We're into the second half, third quarter. It's 16-14, I believe. Seahawks are ahead right now. And I was working... I've forgotten how long it takes to do miniatures. And these are miniatures that I'm not doing from scratch. But I'll show you this. This is a counter with a coffee grinder and a box of donuts and 2 cartons of milk on it. What I'm making is a coffee shop.
5G America's been waiting for.
And it's one of these kits I've always wanted to try. So this is about an hour of work. So I'm going to kind of end it because my eyes are getting a little tired. And when I put all my concentration into it, I can do a lot more. But this particular kit has you making all the tiny stuff first and then the big stuff afterwards. So yeah, I'm gonna watch the rest of the football game, which I'm enjoying immensely. I had my chicken and my fries, and they were outstanding. And yeah, good day, good evening. So let's move this. Wow, this whole thing shifted. These are not tied together very well anymore. Oh, actually, I guess they are. This is one of those lights that are supposed to work when it gets dark, but it doesn't. I bought a bunch of these, and like 2 of them work. Of course, they would work better if it was turned on. Yeah. So we'll put this, where am I going to put this? Just want to get it out of the way. And we'll put it in here for now. Okay, this is a battery. It's like a AA battery, but it's a rechargeable. And it's from Zing Sang Sing Tai New Energy. I wonder if it was made in China. Anyway, I have some rechargeable AA batteries. I don't know if they'll work. I guess I should try them, because if that's the case, I'm going to put the battery in backwards, because if that's the case, I'm going to hang on to this. One of them works, because these are very cool. These are little flame torches. They don't last very long, but with a good rechargeable battery in it, maybe they will. It looks like a flame. Well, it's hard to tell. There you go. And this one comes on every night, and it's just kind of sitting in the corner. So we need a spot for this one. This fountain has not been run since I got the new container for it. So I doubt it will function for quite a while. And you see how it's pointing all straight down here. So everything moved on it. Yeah, I gotta get out here and spray this. I have a spray specifically for plastic plants. And you're apparently not supposed to, or don't need to wipe it down. You just spray it down. And I've used it like twice in all the years I've had it. Well, it looks a little more organized. This is a new bucket. It's plastic, so I know it's not going to rot out or whatever. That was actually supposed to cover the tail of this. How it got moved over that far, I'm not sure. Probably from the wind there. He needs a new home. Look at all the schmutz coming off the top. Too bad that wire's not a little longer. We'll take a look at it tonight. Yeah, he works fine. Works perfect. Next step is to get the fountains working. Today is Friday, November 27th, the day after Thanksgiving, or more commonly known as Black Friday. And on this Black Friday, I have a band member coming over to do the vocals for our new song and lay some keyboards down. I got the surprise of my life yesterday when I got a message from him that he had composed this little piece for the beginning of the new song. He's filling in for our keyboardist, because our keyboardist left the band, and so he's also can play keyboard. So he plays really well. I mean, really well. Now our old keyboardist was learning, because I was teaching her, you know, how to play, and how to play this type of music. With our lead singer, I'm basically teaching him how to sing rock, because he does theater. But I didn't know he was, you know, a pretty darn good keyboard player. So I'm going to have him come in and put in the keyboards for this new tune, as well as lay down the vocals. And then after that, I have a Black Friday plan. I'm going to get some lunch. It'll be about 3 in the afternoon, so it'll be closer to dinner. And then I'm going to do something. I don't know what, but it's not going to be anything that requires me to go out and spend money. Not that I don't have it. I don't have it, but it's also the point that it's just not my thing. You know, as you know, if you have stuck with this with Darkslade Diaries for a long time, you know that on Black Friday we usually go out and we'll go like to the dollar store and buy a bunch of toys and put them in the toy box for other kids. Well, they haven't started that yet. They're starting it next Monday, I think. So I can't even go out and do that. So it's going to be kind of low key, I think. I have to work tonight, but not until 7 in the evening. It's been a long time. Maybe we'll go to work tonight. What do you say? Yeah, that's what you want to do. You want to sit down, watch a video, and go to work. Well, it'll be my place, and we'll go and see how things are going at this point in time. With the COVID and everything, everybody's work, including mine, has been cut down pretty thin. So we'll go out there tonight. I think that's a good idea. It shows no sign of stopping. I'm back here at work, in the back, which is why we're hearing Christmas music and not. Sorry. And I am drinking myself. It's about 9:14, and on a normal Friday night, that would mean I have as many hours to go. But during the COVID thing, we closed at 10:30, so I have like an hour and 15 minutes left. And things are pretty calm. I mean, it's not been a busy night by any stretch of the imagination. Except I've had, and I need to write it down while I'm thinking about it, I've had one issue with lane 25 here. It has been popping the Clix-On. The Clix-On is a circuit breaker on top of a motor. And the sweep motor has been popping the Clix-On. And I had to mark it down so they know to do something about it. I don't know why it's been tripping the Clix-On. It's been running all right, it just stops working. So while the fire is slowly dying, let me tell you something. I love Christmas music, right? But there are things called Christmas songs or songs for Christmas that I don't care for.
Your parents listen to Christmas
and KEZ, the station that plays the music, has a tendency to play those songs that are just, they get on your nerves, man. Now, right now, they're doing a good job. But it's when they play, do they know it's Christmas after all? Which is the most demeaning Christmas song in the world, in my opinion. Because it's basically trying to take the entire world and put them into our beliefs, like Christmas time. Because, we're only one of like 8 countries that celebrates Christmas. So, do they know it's Christmas? No, they probably don't. And they don't care either. And then, we had, when I first turned it on, the first day I turned it on, we had, Last Christmas, I gave you my heart, which I'm sick of. Tonight, we've got some pretty good stuff going on. Some classic Christmas songs, some Christmas carols, and a lot less of Michael Jackson going, I'm not gonna do the Santa Claus. which is really annoying. So for about the next hour and 15 minutes, I really don't have a lot to do. I'm basically just listening for problems outside. I got nothing on the bench that needs to be done. So yeah, slow night, tired night. Tomorrow morning I gotta come back here for my juniors, and then I have the day off. And what I'm gonna do tomorrow, and it's gonna go on a different video, okay? Because we're gonna close this one out in just a minute. Tomorrow I'm gonna go out and do some Hack 9 Christmas shopping. And what that means is I'm not shopping for gifts, I'm shopping for stuff to put out on the porch. You know, or stuff to put out for display. And since I have the Haunted Mansion interior now, I'm going to do some stuff with that too. So I'm going to be doing that, and I might do some Christmas shopping. But since I've gone that route, let's say we're going to end it right here. This is it. Next episode, we'll be putting the Christmas decorations out. We had a new song. Actually, we already finished it, so I don't know if I'm going to put that on here. I'm not going to put that on here because we're finishing this right now. And all that kind of fun stuff. So we'll start doing holiday stuff starting tomorrow, or starting on the next video as far as these are concerned.
Celebrating the nostalgia and comfort we've been looking forward to all year with Christmas music on 99.9 KEZ.
I don't know this one, I don't think. Well, I'm going to listen to it, because I don't know this one. I don't think I've heard this one before. Maybe I have, and I'm just not... oh, it's a version of Carol of the Bells. I kind of thought it would be, but I don't recall hearing this version. Anyway, so the Christmas stuff, that's what we'll be doing next episode. In the meantime, you guys have yourselves a great week. End of line.